It fits, Senor Tobat. It fits.
Working quickly,
What
I
fits?
found which pieces went into which holes.
Yeah, of course. It's a puzzle. I've finally figured out what the animation style reminds me of. It seems very reminiscent of, surprise, surprise, a King's Quest game. King's Quest VII, The Princeless Bride, which at the time I didn't really care much for because it seemed so out of style with the previous animation. And it also just was buggy and it was weak story and anyway. But I finally put my finger on it. It really looks a lot like the animated sections of King's Quest VII, except this game pulls it off significantly better, which is a little bit disappointing considering Sierra's standard of quality. Of course, in my opinion, that's when Sierra really kind of started to go downhill. But enough Sierra, back to Revolution Software and Broken Sword. Alright. Okay, so each chess piece must be placed in its corresponding hole. This chess piece will turn to reveal a pattern. Click on any hole in the board and it will show a pattern. Each chess piece must be dragged onto the hole. To do this, drag the piece to the correct hole. Try to put a piece in the wrong hole, it will jump back. Ah, okay. So it's a little bit of a memory puzzle. Green, blue, red, something. What? Okay, what? I'm trying to click and drag, but it's not working. I mean, I've got my piece, I don't get it. Do I have to... Okay, I'm getting kind of annoyed. I don't understand how this works. Okay, I'm going to use the puzzle hints for the first time in the game because I'm a little confused by the controls. Didn't want to have to do this, but here we are. Okay, I know that. Yes, I understand that. Yeah. Thank you for being not helpful at all. Okay. Oh, that's the right piece. Why aren't you... Ugh. Am I taking crazy pills? I mean, that's the right piece. What's going on? Guess I'll try another piece. Blue, green, whatever. Okay, I'm very confused. I am so confused right now. Ugh. What is going on? I can't back out. Can I? Doesn't appear. Wow. Okay, so I just spent the last 10 minutes screwing with this thing to get it to work. I even consulted a walkthrough, and this does not count, by the way, because the system failed me. The interface fails me. That doesn't count as a walkthrough check, okay? Let's just make that clear right now. I don't know what's going on here. I've tried double-clicking, I tried clicking and dragging. The only piece I got to fit in so far was this one right here. Only because I clicked like crazy on it to try and get it to work. I don't know what's going on. This may not work. This may be really ugly for the next few minutes. So just bear with me. Alright, so I know that's green, blue, red, something. And that's the same way. Now, for some... Oh, oh, there we go. Okay. I swear, I don't know what it is, but I cannot get it to pick up the piece very easily. I know I'm using a touchpad, which is a mistake. I really should get a mouse. I'm doing this on a laptop, and it's so annoying to use because my click bar beneath it is pretty much dead on the left side. So I have no choice but to use the trackpad, which I do not like at all, because it requires me to click and drag across it, and there's never enough space. But enough of my griping, I'm going to try and see if I can make this work. Blue, white, red, green. Green, white, red, blue. Come on! Oh, jeez. I haven't had a single problem with the other puzzles, but this one, I don't know what's going on, but it sure doesn't like me. Red, white, blue, green. Come on. Ugh. Green, white, blue, red. Ugh, come on. Should not be this hard. Black, green, blue. I mean, I can't... It's really hard for me to describe to you exactly what I'm doing, because all you're seeing is the arrow go like that. But I'm just sitting here, and I'm double-clicking, I'm clicking and dragging, I'm clicking once, and I don't know what's going on. I really don't. White, blue, red, green. Red, blue, green, black. Yep. It's like I have to double click and then I have to wiggle the mouse around a little. And then it'll finally figure out, oh yeah, it means you want to pick it up. But if you move back off the board, it immediately drops it.
red pieces in
Jeez.
place, the square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
Great, now I don't have any guide. Well, I know chess. There's one thing I know, it's chess. Here's my problem. I imagine I'm trying to put red in checkmate. Is this the king? Or is this the king? If I remember correctly, this is the queen. This is the king. So, for those of you who don't know chess, the whole point of chess is to make it so that the king cannot move. In chess, any piece cannot, or a king cannot put itself in danger, i.e., you can't move the piece to a location that will allow itself to be captured. You can't. It's not allowed. And the rest of the pieces only move in certain ways. I'll do this real quick. Rooks, this is a castle, also known as a rook, can move any number of spaces, either horizontally or vertically, cannot move diagonally. This is a bishop. Bishops can only move diagonally on whatever square they're on. So there is a white bishop and there is a black bishop. Red pieces are all on one team, white pieces are on the other team. You might have also seen this as black. Pawns are very simple. They can only move one direction. That's forward. I'm not sure which way is forward for the pawn, but that's okay. This is a queen. Queens are all powerful. They can move as many spaces as they want, in any direction they want. The king can move any direction he wants, but can only move one space. So I'm thinking that my idea here is that I was told I can only place them on the white spaces. So I'm thinking that I probably have to put the red king in checkmate. So I have to put it such that I have to threaten him, as in one of my pieces has to be on a piece that will threaten him, quote unquote, forcing him to move. That's called check. When you move a piece, and imagine these pieces are already on the board somewhere, when you move a piece into the range of the king, you announce check, which forces the opponent, the red, to either move the king, capture that piece that is putting them in check, or otherwise block, as in, say I move the bishop here, one thing to do would be either move the king or to move the bishop to block. So let's look at this. Okay, I have to figure out how to put this king, I'm really hoping this is the king, that might be the king. I believe from my notation, from what I've learned, that this is the king, even though that looks like it should be a king, but that's okay.